Steven?
I can't breathe.
Okay.
The drama Tell Me Lies aired on Hulu TV has been loved by the fans, and its 4th episode has just been released. In Tell Me Lies Season 2 Episode 4 titled Just Stable Children, the character-driven drama continues to escalate as unresolved secrets, toxic relationships, and personal crisis push the storylines toward more intense emotional peaks. This episode delves deeper into the flawed personalities and motivations of each character, especially Lucy and Steven, whose tangled past continues to haunt them. The relationships between Bree and Oliver, Pippa and Wrigley, as well as Lucy and Leo, reveal the complexities of trust, manipulation, and personal growth. This episode sets the stage for more explosive confrontations, with a focus on individual character arcs intertwining into the larger narrative of deception, betrayal, and self-awareness. Below, we will explore these developments in detail, unpacking how each subplot contributes to the mounting tension in the series. Steven and Diana's deception and anxiety. Steven's storyline in this episode centers around his increasing anxiety as he prepares for the LSAT, the law school admission test. His stress manifests in a sleepless night of studying, leaving him on edge. Though his anxiety feels warranted, it's hard to sympathize with Steven given his manipulative behavior toward others. One moment that stands out is when Wrigley, facing uncertainty about his future, looks to Steven for guidance instead of helping Wrigley in a meaningful way. Steven manipulates him by convincing him to distract Evan with a night out, highlighting how Steven uses people to serve his own needs. However, Steven's sense of control begins to unravel when he experiences a panic attack after the LSAT and ends up in the hospital. Here, the doctor's discovery of a fractured rib from a potential car accident brings his past sins back to the forefront, especially regarding Macy's death. This moment becomes crucial as Diana, initially dismissed Lucy's claims about Steven's involvement in Macy's death, now begins to doubt him. Suspicion deepens when Diana looks through Steven's laptop and finds intimate photos of Macy, proving Lucy's story about Steven's role in Macy's tragic death. But rather than confronting him, Diana makes a morally questionable decision. She deletes the photos, actively helping Steven cover his tracks. This choice is both surprising and disheartening, as it shows Diana's increasing entanglement in Steven's toxic web of lies. This development leaves the audience questioning Diana's motivations. Is she protecting Steven out of misguided love, or is she afraid of the consequences that confronting the truth might bring? The hospital scene not only puts Steven's lies on thin ice, but also marks a turning point for Diana, as she moves from victim to accomplice in Steven's ongoing deception. Lucy and Leo, the impact of a toxic past. Lucy's journey in this episode revolves around her relationship with Leo, which seems like a step in the right direction after the damage caused by her toxic relationship with Steven. She is initially hesitant to jump into a new romance too quickly, determined not to repeat past mistakes. Lucy's reluctance is understandable given how her relationship with Steven has shaped her views on trust and intimacy. However, her growing attraction to Leo gradually pushes her to take the next step. Yet even in this budding relationship, Lucy's past continues to influence her behavior. The turning point in their relationship occurs when Lucy and Leo are about to have sex. When Leo responsibly uses a condom, it triggers an intense emotional reaction from Lucy, who associates this with her earlier experience with Saint Steven. Steven had used condoms even though Lucy was on the pill, which Lucy later discovered was because he was sleeping with other people. This memory causes Lucy to question Leo's intentions, leading to an argument. Lucy accuses Leo of sleeping with other people, even though there's no real evidence to support her claim. This outburst reveals how deeply Steven's manipulation has scarred her, making it difficult for her to trust others or form healthy relationships. What follows is a scene that encapsulates the emotional complexity of Lucy's character. After storming out, Lucy realizes how her unresolved trauma from her relationship with Steven is affecting her behavior with Leo. She returns to Leo, apologizes, and they reconcile, eventually spending the night together. However, this sequence leaves viewers worried for Lucy, as it's clear that she hasn't fully healed from the toxic patterns ingrained by Steven. The reconciliation with Leo feels bittersweet, as it's clear that Lucy's issues run much deeper than this one relationship. Bree and Oliver. The moral conflict. Bree's relationship with Oliver, her professor, continues to cause turmoil in her life, having embarked on an affair with a married man. Bree is forced to confront the consequences of her actions in this episode. When Oliver unexpectedly walks into his wife's classroom, Bree is hit with the harsh reality of what she's involved in. Her initial response is to search for flaws in Oliver's wife to justify her behavior, but she quickly realizes that Oliver's wife is kind and undeserving of such betrayal. This realization forces Bree to reflect on her choices, particularly her willingness to ignore the moral implications of the affair. The episode subtly explores the theme of self-deception, as Bree has constructed a fantasy in which her relationship with Oliver seems acceptable. However, seeing him with his wife burst said bubble, leaving Bree to grapple with her own guilt. Her emotional epiphany echoes a broader theme in the show: how far the characters are willing to deceive themselves and others to avoid confronting uncomfortable truths. Additionally, Bree's confession to Lucy about the affair reveals her need for validation, though Lucy's own issues make her a poor confidant. As Bree's storyline progresses, the audience is left wondering whether she will find the strength to break free from this toxic relationship, or if she'll continue to spiral deeper into emotional conflict. Pippa and Wrigley. A glimmer of hope in contrast to the more toxic relationships in the episode. Pippa and Wrigley's subplot offers a glimpse of emotional maturity. Pippa's father visits her in college, and it's revealed that she hasn't told him about her breakup with Wrigley. Wrigley, despite his own uncertainty about the future, steps up to help Pip save face in front of her father, pretending that they're still together. This small act of kindness underscores the lingering connection between the two characters, even though their romantic relationship has ended. Later, Wrigley asks Pippa about a letter that led to his knee injury in Season 1, and while Pippa denies sending it, she subtly suggests that Steven may have had a hand in the situation. This interaction not only hints at Wrigley's lingering feelings for Pippa, but also foreshadows the potential unraveling of Steven's influence over his friends. Pippa's ability to maintain a cordial relationship with Wrigley, even after their breakup, contrasts sharply with the more toxic dynamics in the show, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Bye!